This road, it never ends, that sometimes I would rather be dead. A little bit of fame, a little bit of hate, a little bit of change. Watch the craze, keep it sane, no fatal.
Yo, what's going on, y'all? This is Shadow, and I'm doing something different. This is the first of the Legend of Shadow Storytime podcast. I don't know. Well, I'll have to look at that. But I'm doing this off inspiration from certain people I've looked at, sort of like Kneecaps and Swoozy and stuff. And I was looking at them, and I was like, yo, I got stories I could tell. I could probably have somebody or entertain. So here's my segment, so to speak. Copy and paste, but mine's are better either way. So I hope you guys enjoy, and I'm gonna see how this turns out. I have a new mic. You probably noticed it in the other videos I've had. So I kind of got the mic just for this, and my Twitch, which is twitch.tv/shadow561781 if you're interested. But yeah, you know, you should go over there and check it out. I appreciate it. But this story, I'm going to talk about, I'm going to have different topics to talk about, but this one I've always wanted to talk about, and it's my Uber experiences. So some of y'all, probably none of y'all, but I know some of my friends who watch my videos, they know that I do Uber and Lyft. So I do a little bit of both, and, you know, it's been fun. Unfortunately, I have to use my own car, which, you know, rides up the mileage, and I'm still paying for my car, and I don't want to be in that situation where I'm like, oh yeah, good job, you got 150,000 miles on your car, but you got that car payment still, and I'm like, yeah. So, you know, it's good and bad. So, but with it comes with people, and I love people, but then I don't like people. Okay, like it's certain types of people, like the people who just keep talking and all that other stuff. We'll get into some of my stories, but I'll show you. But you know, I don't mind talking to people, especially like, you know, they're cool, laid back. You know, especially if we have things in common and things of that nature. I don't mind a good conversation. That's it. But the people, you know, those people who just keep talking and talking, like, hey, how you doing? And they say, I'm fine. How about yourself? So anyway, and I'm like, bitch, wait, hold up. You asking how I'm doing, and you don't even say how, you don't even wait for my response, and you just go, I completely do not like that. Oh, it's so annoying. It's almost like they just want to hear what you have to say. But either way, that's another story for another time. So, you know, Uber stories, you know, as I say, I'm a driver for Uber in South Florida, and I've been doing it for about, I would say 2 years. 2 years a lot. I have my other job, which I do, but I mostly do Uber. So, you know, truthfully, I might actually do Uber after this, because I still got bills to pay. But still, you know, I gotta do what you gotta do. Stay on some sort of grind and get the money coming in. So, you know, I've been doing Uber and Lyft for roughly about 2 years now, and you know, like I said, the people have been cool. I've enjoyed it, but you also have those sort of other people. So I'm here to talk about my Uber driver stories, and here it is. So my first story, I would say, would have to start off when I was in downtown Miami, and it was probably like a Saturday night, and so I picked up some people, and you know, they were drunk. They were really drunk, like piss drunk, basically. And the rule in Florida, I don't know if it's everywhere, but I know the rule in Florida is that for beer or alcohol or whatever type, it has to be completely closed. Like, you can't even open it. If it's beer, it can't be open. If it's a cup, it's like, well, what are you doing? You're not even supposed to. How did you even get out of that situation, so to speak? You know, so you're not supposed to have beer in the car because of the drink and driving rules and stuff like that. So they're in the car, and you know, they're talking, blah blah blah, and I didn't think nothing of it first. I was just like, all right, whatever. I'm just gonna drop these guys off, blah blah blah. Halfway through the trip, though, I hear we go over a bump. Like, it wasn't a big bump, but it was enough to like get you like bouncing up and down, so to speak. So, you know, we go over the bump, and then I hear a oof, and I see in the rearview mirror, and I see the guy. He's like looking down, right, and then he looks at me, and I'm like, I just don't think anything of it. I'm just like, all right, whatever. So I dropped them off, right? And then another guy, like literally right after I dropped them off, somebody else comes in, right? So I'm like, all right, cool. Hey, how you doing? And he's like, hey, what's going on? He sits in the car, and you know, and as soon as he sits in the car, he's like, yo, whoa, your seat's wet. I was like, oh snap. And then I thought about the guy and his beat and his cup, and I was like, crap. And I just apologized to the guy. I said, hey, there was somebody in my car before that. He spilled some beer. I think we went over a bump, and he just didn't say anything. So he was like, and then he goes, "Oh, good. I'm about to say it." And I'm sitting back. I was like, "Bro, what'd you say?" And he's like, "What?" Like he almost like he said it under his breath, but he was acting like I didn't hear that. And I'm like, "Bro, what? Run that by me again. What did you say?" And he goes, "Oh, nothing." And he's like, "Yeah, it better be about nothing. Because if you about to start a fight with me just because it's someone else's fault in my own car, we about to try it. Don't start with the smoke, okay? You don't want the smoke." So that was one thing. Almost got in a fight in that one. And then there was another person where basically I picked her up and we went to she just blatantly said we're going to go see a friend. And I was like, all right, and we're going to go see a friend and then come right back or something like that. And, in Uber and Lyft they have it to where you have two stops, so she did one of those. So she had it to where we went to a friend. It was in a sketchy neighborhood. It was two people, a guy and a girl, and they were outside just kind of bozying around. We pull up to them, and then they do this little exchange. I'm looking the other way because I'm like, I think I was on my phone because on my phone because I had to like do the thing and stuff. But as I was looking, trying to confirm the ride and start the next ride, I look and I'm like, yo, this is looking kind of suspicious. And then like she stores something in her side, and I'm looking and I'm just like, okay, all right. And I'm just like, all right, so we're gonna start now. She's like, we can go. Yeah, we can go. And so I'm starting the car. Halfway through the second part of the trip, she goes, "Oh, you know what that was, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, that was a drug deal." I'm not dumb. Like I know something. I see one, and I'm not saying that I smoke or nothing. Just to etch out all that if you thinking that. But still, I was like, I've seen enough things and know around the world to know that was a drug deal, or at least you were getting some weed. And she goes, "Are you mad?" I'm like, "No, I'm not mad, but I'm in that type of situation to where if you got that in my car, I know nothing about it. You will say that I know nothing about it because I am an Uber driver." So she goes, "Yeah." I was like, "All right, cool." So got that. I got hit on by an old lady, which was a very weird experience. And at the time, I was still together with my girlfriend, so I was like, "Yeah, no." She was really hard. I was like, "Yeah, no." You're reaching, but I appreciate it. I appreciate it. And then, yeah, there's just some rude people. There was one instance where I picked somebody up from a what is it? A supermarket. It was some people, like I think a mom, dad, and a son, and they wanted to go like down the street to like a doctor's office or something. And first of all, they didn't know where they were going. Second of all, they were rude as hell to me, saying like, "Oh, turn this way, turn that way," and I was like, "Yo, GPS is on. I mean, it was literally down the street from where it was. It might have sounded like a lot, but I don't know where they were or what was going on." And when we were getting closer, all of a sudden the husband took his seatbelt off. I'm like, "Bro, put your seatbelt back on." And he's looking at me sideways. I'm like, "Bro, I'm not about to get a ticket off your foolishness. Put your seatbelt back on." He's like, I was like, "Bro, you don't want this smoke. What you get the out of my car then?" We were right there, but I was just like, "Yo, get the hell out of my car." Because they on top of it, they were also trying to get out of like a busy part of the street too. And I'm like, I'm not about to stop traffic because your idiocy is trying to get us killed. No, that's not about to happen. I'm pulling into there, and then you get the hell out of my car. And then I basically told him off. More than likely, I got a 1 star off that. But you know what? I don't care. Sometimes you need to take an L from an app to get a 5, or to get a no. You need to take an L from an app to get a dub in real life, and that was my dub in real life. I kicked the shit out of their car. I was like, "Bro, I am not going." They were even telling me like, "Oh yeah, that was another thing." When they even got mad because we were at an intersection, and the place where they were was across the street on the other side of the street, and I already missed the left lane because they told me to go straight. And I was like, and then when they said, "Oh yeah, we got it's on the left lane," I'm like, "No, I'm not about to cross traffic just because of your idiocy. I can do a U-turn and then do it, and then that's when they started to get real pissed, and they were like, "Oh, just let us out here." And then he took the seatbelt off, and then all that other exchange, and then that's what really happened. But I was just like, "Yo, man, these people are just hella rude, bro." But I was, bro, and then there was one guy. Yeah, there was another guy that was really adamant about like playing golf. I was like, bro. He's like, yeah, man, the golf it's playing. I was like, no. I love playing basketball, and I don't play foot. And I like watching football. I don't like either playing or watching golf. And he's like, no, it's the best thing. Blah blah blah. And he was like a bodybuilder trainer as well. And I was like, bro. And he kept talking and talking. I was like, bro, this guy won't shut the hell up about it. It's just one of those things. I mean, to some people, yeah, I've met some people that really like golf, and I'm pretty sure, yeah, golf is somewhat exercising or whatever, especially when you're out in the field, hot as hell, and you're walking a lot. But at the same time, that's not my cup of tea, so I'm not gonna do that, you know. So I don't really push people's images on certain things that I like for to them, not to like, you know, boost about it or anything like that. But at the same time, it's like, you know, if we have a common interest, we'll talk about it. But I'm not gonna be like, yo, basketball, bro, you should play that. It's the best sport in the world. I'll just be like, yeah, I like playing basketball. If you consider it, you should probably watch a game or something. You know, it's pretty good. NBA's like, you know, I'll probably give you sources or anything, but I'm not gonna, bro. This guy was so yeah, it's nothing like hitting a swing or something. You know, it's good. You got to get out there. You know, we go over here and there. I was like, bro, shut the fuck up. Like, I don't really care. I really just don't care. And yeah, it's just, ugh. People is just an interesting type of thing, really. Especially when you get to Uber, because I also work. I feel like, well, in both situations, I feel like in the health field, if you're ever considering going into the health field, if you're watching this, like college or young or something, if you ever consider going into the health field, you're gonna meet everybody. That's just what it is. It's health. Everyone's gonna be either sick or some type of thing is gonna go on with them. So you're gonna meet every type of people. That's just how it is. But yeah, it's yeah. That's most of my Ubers. Let me see if I'm forgetting anything. People, yeah, that's basically about it. But either way, we're going on about 17 minutes now. But I'll probably edit some of this. I don't know. We'll see. I'll more than likely edit some of this because some of this is really bad. But if you do enjoy it, don't be afraid to comment. This is just the first of the episode, and there are more to come. I have more stories to talk about. This is just the first, and I've always wanted to talk about the Uber stories. I felt like that would have been something new and fresh, and I like talking. So, well, I don't necessarily like talking, but I figured it would bring at least a smile to you, or maybe even a laugh. So, I hope you guys enjoy. If you do, a like rating would be appreciated. Comment what's your favorite part. And yeah, see you guys in the next one. Take care, y'all.